Today on Paul bought a bunch of stuff from MB Developments again. We've got boxes of things. So the latest exhaust failure, which you'll have seen in another video, that then drove me to buy a bunch of parts and commence phase 2 and phase 3 of the Subaru build.
That like phase 2 and phase 2.5?
Phase 2.5, yeah, like stage 2.5. You know, you get a Fiesta at stage 2.5. It's not quite 3, but basically some of the parts that I intended to put in phase 3 are in boxes over there. So there's actually, believe it or not, there's a phase 4 item.
Full roll cage.
That is on phase 4.
Hey,
that is on.
but
phase 4 is only in use if I can actually drift consistently.
It's phase 4 seats. Or is that stage 3?
Phase 3 is seats and a harness bar. Yes. Or seats and all the steel that I bought, because we'll probably make a harness bar.
Yes, if need be.
But phase 4, David, or might be phase 3. Phase 4 is definitely the fast steering rack from the GDM Impreza.
Oh, okay.
But it's pricey and a pain in the hoop to fit. But this is a complete front subframe, knuckles, hubs, lower control arms, anti-lift kit, all that shite.
The whole shit show.
In a bag, because we're going to take those knuckles off and we are going to make
something.
Drift knuckles.
Okay.
At least that's the plan.
Okay.
What the hell is going on with my gimbal? It's all going to be okay. It's all going to be okay. Right, so this was really meant to be phase 3, which was the drift knuckles, but we'll still pull them off because we can do that in the shed when it's raining. But we have stripped off a whole bunch of shite off the engine. Intercooler's gone, turbo downpipe is off because we're fixing it anyway. We are getting in underneath the engine and pulling stuff off because things need to be removed. There are some things which the Subaru is rumoured to be bad at. Because of its boxer engine, it's got a low centre of gravity, and that makes it great for doing skids, but it's weak for oil control, because the horizontal engine means that oil can spill up into the heads and then not go into the bits where you need the engine oil to be. However, this is the 2007 2.5 litre WRX. It has a different sump. The old dreadful sumps were big square boxes, but they changed so that this one is almost like a V-shaped sump. So we have had no problems whatsoever with oil control.
Neither have I with my old fucking box of a sump either.
Dave has the classic box, and he's running a lot more horsepower and drives far more aggressively than I do, and he's had no problems either. I mean, what'd your oil pressure gauge read?
7 bar.
So far, every Subaru we've ever owned is better than rumoured. I think what it is, David, I think the classics have problems, and people are just assuming all the Subarus.
Statistically, between the 4 or 5 Subarus between us and our friends,
more than that,
none of them have ever had any problem.
No, and they've all been tuned.
Yes.
However, now that we know the car can drift, we need it to survive. So we've got a whole bunch of stuff to fix the traditional problems that people say you get with the Impreza that none of us have actually had. But nonetheless, I have wasted some money on some parts, and we're going to talk you through what we got.
Pick things out. Well, we'll start with.
Yes, this is a baffle plate for your sump. So little rubbery doohickeys that control the oil.
Simply goes that way up. So the oil can't come that way. It can come down the way. It can
come down and filter back in the pickup pipe. But it can't go back up. And it stops it getting up and sloshing left and right in the engine.
Yes, going up that way.
And the spaces for the pickup pipes and so on.
It down anyway.
So that was about £160.
And it's an RCM.
It is new. It is not in a box. The pickup pipe that goes with it, now that is the Killer Bee pickup pipe. That is £170 plus the VAT plus the shipping to buy it new. I got it for about 150. Now the RCM one is 60 quid.
Is that the new one?
The one with the castle...
The castellated one that follows the sump.
Yeah. This one apparently is the tits, but upon closer inspection, Dave, you're not impressed, are you?
No.
So...
if I was paying £160 for this, I'd want it welded a lot better. I mean, you didn't even take the spatter off it, for fuck's sake.
Yeah, so it's still spattered.
Still got spattered.
And it's not welded on both sides either, is it?
Straight lines.
It's all like
you tout this thing and you've welded that half. You've not welded the back half. You've welded that half. You've not welded the inside. You've left a honking great big gap at this side.
But David, it is V-shaped.
Yeah. Ooh.
Do you know why they make it V-shaped?
So they're all good.
Apparently, so if you impact the sump,
right,
you'll still get oil through the sides of of that V. And RCM with the castellated thing, but
generally you should stop if you've.
Oh yeah, if you've jumped and hit a rock or something, you should stop.
You should stop.
Now, I'm with you, David. I don't see that is worth the new price, but people get real they get real aroused by the Killer B pickup pipe. I think it's because it's expensive and because it's import. I think people get excited about it. But I bought it because it was cheaper than it normally was. And one day this car will probably get broken for spares.
We can take it back out again.
And we can take it back out again and sell it or put it in something else. Thanks for your assistance there, Rob.
But for £160,
no, it's not. I would want something else.
Maybe even run the grinder over it so you can't see all of these horrific welds.
A little buff.
A little buff, perhaps. What about some of that nice electrocatalytic weld cleaning? You could
yeah, I want to get into a bit of that, David.
And then that could be bright and shiny.
Shiny and bright.
Yeah.
Instead,
it's shiny and bright just now.
It's a load of shiny and bright. But it's been raining all day, and so we're in our. I'm wearing my wellies. Hello, dog. That is the RCM track attack?
No, that's the other one.
What's this one?
This is the one lower than a track attack.
Okay, so this is the cheap.
this is the slightly cheaper than the track attack.
Yeah,
one.
slightly cheaper. This was like 240 quid.
Go away.
240 quid. Came with some hoses and stuff, but this is.
There's your generic. There's your hose.
Yeah.
That's your custom kit right there. This is the only one that's custom. This is the one that fits.
So, I thought that was fuel hose.
No, that's the end fitting for return to sump.
So return to sump. Good. So there's a breather system on the Subaru already. This gets rid of all of it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Okay. So catch can, return to sump, and gets rid of the breather system.
And so a few bungs and T-pieces and covers for the leftovers. What's that? 200 something?
240 is what I got it for. It's even more expensive than that.
Oh, it's a cock ring.
That is a reducer, David.
It is.
So we're replacing this hunk of junk.
About that size.
Yeah. So we've got a 3-inch downpipe going on to a 2.5-inch centre section, and definitely not decap pipe.
Definitely not decap pipe. So that's the one of them.
Oh yeah, because this is the other thing that I bought. This was a bargain.
Hey, yeah.
I bought this from a man on Facebook for £70. It is a 3-inch stainless steel Jap speed downpipe.
That'll do.
And because it's Jap speed, that means it's drift.
Oh wow, we're already more drift.
Hashtag drift life. O2 sensor.
Yes.
This is interesting.
Well, it would be your wideband if you had a wideband.
Do you know what I want to do with it?
Yes. I do.
Exhaust gas temperature sensor. There's a boost gauge in here somewhere, but I think an exhaust gas temperature gauge.
I'm just preparing for the comments for everybody telling us that's not where you're supposed to put the exhaust gas temperature sensor.
Well, we don't have to put that there, but that's what I thought.
That's where we're going to put it.
Well, it's either that or drill a bloody hole in my turbo.
Because they're going to moan that's not where it's supposed to be.
Okay, if that's not the place to put an exhaust gas temperature sensor, the only other place I can do is put it literally in the turbine.
In the up pipe.
In the up pipe?
Yes.
Well, we're putting it here.
Yes, because there's a fucking hole there already.
Right.
And should our shitty exhaust temperature sensor fall to bits, it will not then be sucked into the turbo.
Yeah.
It'll be blown out of the exhaust.
Ejected out the back through our not heat wrapped downpipe.
I've opened one just to make sure it was what it said it was.
Let me take my fat ass over and show the people what it is.
It's good because my legs are going numb.
It is.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh!
it is a V-band. So I bought 2.5-inch V-band clamps.
We're copying Baytech on V-band things.
Does he like the V-band stuff?
He does. Oh, I stood up too fast. I'm faint now. Now I know why they're a thing. Space.
So V-bands are a thing because space?
Yes.
Like outer space?
No, like if you've got two things, you can't nut and bolt them together because there's no space. So if you V-band it, that's the only thing you have to.
Ah, see, I thought it was about rotating.
No, because they don't rotate.
So I thought
They don't move.
See, I thought once you had it, now here we're probably going to learn a thing. Right, so I thought V-bands were all about, and this is why I bought it. I thought you're going to have a hell of a job joining a reducer pipe, which is in here. This teeny tiny reducer pipe, what I want you to do is weld that onto the jap speed and cut it so that I can V-band the centre section.
Yes.
And I thought it was going to make it easier because you didn't have to get it exactly lined up and you had some flex. And
no, we'll still have to have it.
I've seen people V-band a turbo because it allows them to rotate their turbo a little bit. So I thought it was about rotation.
No, not so well. It's mostly for space.
Because these
space and speed.
Oh, speed. So if you look, these type of clamps, you have to get them exactly lined up, whereas with a V-band you can rotate a little bit.
There's the amount of space you require. Actually, you need more than that. You need to get a socket in, so you need that much space.
Right. Whereas with a V-band, you come in from the side.
And that's actually all you need. You could have it.
And it's faster, so that if the exhaust breaks again.
Yeah, or if you're in a competition, you need to swap a turbo out. You just take it off and undo the V-bands, and you throw it all away and you put them.
Well, I bought a V-band and I bought a spare V-band.
You could V-band something else.
We could V-band all the things. This is a puzzle.
Well, those two bits. We know what the rest of them are. That bit.
If you could show the good people.
That bit, which is it's got a metal gasket of variety. Says RCM on it.
This one is a self-tapper.
It's got a self-tapper, which I hope to God is not supposed to be in there.
I don't know what that's for.
I think that's for the catch can.
I hope it's unrelated.
There, that's all catch can.
I bought this on Facebook Marketplace from MB Developments. It was listed as an EGR delete, this is what I hoped it was, which is the secondary air delete.
Yeah, because
there's a whole bunch of gubbins in the engine bay for a secondary air delete or a secondary air pump system.
Yeah.
It comes down on the right hand side of the engine bay behind the battery.
It's a block space.
Block off
emissions.
The outlets on the back of the engine block, and you can get rid of all that stuff. So more space for working.
What about the environment? What about the pandas?
Oh no, we only run this at racetracks where they have a carbon collection.
What's that special magical fuel you can buy? It's hydrogen powered.
Hydrogen.
Water. It's waste.
Also,
also
I bought a load of trees where carbon offsetting or something. Right.
Solar panels. All solar.
This box.
What's in that box? Ah, that's for oil pressure, oil temperature mover. Repositioner.
Well, hang on. This envelope's not very interesting. This is a bunch of gaskets for doing the exhaust. That's not all that interesting. So I'll just chuck that back in there.
Subaru oil temp pressure sensor remote adapter kit. That's the word I was looking for.
This, David. This is made by ATI.
Oh, the folk that make graphics cards?
They used to make graphics cards.
Nice.
No, this is a rare gauge pod for the Subaru. Apparently some people get very excited about these. Me, I bought it because it's cheap. I intended to buy... Well, I say cheap.
Wait, so what makes it rare?
The manufacturer.
Oh, is that? Okay.
It's another import. It's another import.
It's not rare. It's a pod because I've seen lots of it. You can buy them for like a lot of money.
Move that around a little bit so I can.
Sorry.
See your
People
face.
don't need
What
to
is
see.
the dog eating?
Trash.
A yogurt pot. Okay, so this is oil temperature, oil pressure, and boost at the moment. Possibly exhaust gas temperature if
Eventually.
we change it. But yeah, rear pod, which means again we can sell it when the Subaru dies. But the gauges are just so we can monitor the pressures so that we don't blow up the engine.
Oil temperature and the boosts in the box somewhere.
Is this the boost?
No, that looks like electricity. That's power.
That's horrible. That's what that is. Right.
Yeah, I'm going to fix that.
We're definitely going to fix that. Right, what was in this one?
The oil temperature pressure sender remote
this
kit.
is the sender for those gauges.
So we can move it.
That's still recording. Yes.
Move it.
Right, this one is not so exciting.
That's oil.
This is the
Condoms?
Rock oil, carbon, and they send you a bunch of gloves and shit. Rock oil follow us on Instagram now.
It's rock oil using, right? It's rock oil.
Well, I like rock oil because it's got that. Now, I don't know how realistic this is, but it has a very good NOAC rating.
God bless you.
Which means that it doesn't evaporate.
Okay.
But I find that to be the case because we very rarely have to fill up these oil burners. Anyway, so that's the, what is this, 10W50?
1050.
1050 rock oil carbon, so...
The only thing I miss from running like the Miller fully synthetic is bright red.
Engine oil, it's bright red.
Yeah, used to call it Subaru blood because it was
That's
bright
cool.
actually. There's still some left.
That's cool. I didn't know they had bright red engine oil. Mind you, I suppose the RX-8 had that 2-stroke oil, that was bright red.
It's that colour, yeah.
Right, while he goes and looks for that, I'll pull something else out the box. Well, this one is very simple. This one is a Cork gasket because I didn't know whether or not the Subaru had a gasket, but it's like 3mm thick, so if it doesn't have one right now, we can't add this because it would raise the pickup pipe. So we'll either use this or we'll throw it away. But I didn't want to get halfway through the job and then...
Well, when I was reading the RCM instructions, there's no mention of any gaskets of any variety for the sump.
Right, okay.
Only sealer. We've got plenty of sealer.
Right, what else we got here? It looks like we have another...
Oh, that's another one of them.
Another oil remote. Again, I didn't know if the one came with the kit because it was second hand.
But at least the one that we bought is Subaru specific, so it should fit. The fittings are in this, so we don't know if this fits.
And then we don't have to screw around.
We don't have to screw around.
What was this?
That's the boost sensor.
Oh, boost sensor,
So
which
that's
we
for the
might
gauges.
not need very long. So that's in there too. This is not a Walbro fuel pump.
It's not.
No. Here's the little secret. Walbro fuel pumps aren't made by Walbro. They're made by TI Automotive, and they have been for decades.
Is TI Automotive like the parent company?
TI Automotive, they are the American company that actually makes the pumps. You can see TI Automotive made in USA. This is a 400 litre per hour fuel pump. Normally, well, this has got a 255 in it right now, apparently.
What the fuck is that doing? Nothing at the moment, looks at that.
Squat. So this is a 400 litre per hour one, which, depending on which website you believe, is either 500 horsepower or 850 horsepower.
Well, the one I looked at said 500 plus.
500 plus.
Yeah.
But elsewhere on the same website it
okay.
says 850. Now, they've been polite enough to connect this into a standard Subaru pump housing. Really, when you get the pump, you just get this silver bit. So that is a much higher output fuel pump. Because, David, this thing will need a fuel surge tank as well.
Yes, it will.
Because it does run lean when you're going round corners.
We will be buying that nice.
Just
The one that's fucking McGill Motorsport sells.
Yeah.
The one that's
chrome and beautiful.
You just pop the big fucking Bosch bastard in it.
And do we get rid of this at that
No,
point?
because that's the feed pump.
That
to
sends to the boot.
to
Right.
the tank. Yes.
Cool. Okay. Also on survivability front, David. Again, MB Developments. Basically, if ever I want something and I don't have it, I just mail them. And I was
Okay,
like, hey,
right.
got any fuel pressure regulators? Because Scott had said, get
Yeah.
a fuel pressure regulator, because the injectors on this are almost maxed out. Standard WRX injectors. This is a Fuel Labs fuel pressure regulator with the gauge on it. Second hand, again, so I got it for like 110 quid.
World's nastiest hose.
It's not great hose. This needs replaced immediately.
But it's suitable for unleaded. That's the main thing.
It's what?
That shows you how old and suitable for
Wow.
unleaded.
And it's measured in inches.
Yeah.
It's 3/8 inches. Right. Anyway, so this actually allows you to run 2 separate fuel inlets if you want to, because it's a 3-port. Now, I don't think we'll ever do that, but it's good to know we've got the option.
Yes.
So this will allow us to regulate the fuel because this controls the fuel pressure faster than the standard one, and it's got slightly higher capacity. So this is better for a car which has already got some fuel starvation issues. That, David,
That's it.
there's that.
I feel like we missed something.
I don't think we have.
No? Okay.
I'm totting up like the expensive items.
No, don't do that. Never add up.
I am gonna add up, and I'll put it there, and I can put it into like clickbait.
Can you do the tickery thing? Goes ding, and then a picture of you crying.
I'll just. Is that a haul? I think people call that a haul now. Except normally when you say a haul, it's when people buy a whole bunch of bikinis from Wish.com or shite.
It's a score.
This is over $1,000 worth of stuff that I bought in the airport on a whim because, well, I bought it on MB Developments because you don't normally get cool stuff like RCM boxed items, so I just bought them all while they were going. So now I'm broke. Well, broke is a subjective term. Worst case scenario, I just sell a Subaru, or get my ass on a street corner, makes me some money. Right, so we got to fit all that now. Let us know what you think. Let us know if like some of that's a waste of time. But people say we're going to blow up the engine, so we might as well try and make it survive. Right, bye.